For decades, humanity has reported encounters with the unknown. Lights in the sky, craft beyond our understanding, and programs hidden in the shadows. Now, the truth may finally be emerging. This is the Uncovering Anomalies Podcast.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, man, that was amazing.
Brand new intro. So cool.
Hell yeah. I feel like we have to be really serious now.
Oh, very. Yeah. We're legit now. It took us 158 episodes, but we're finally legit.
What is that? Is it like after 10,000 hours you become an expert, something like that?
Yeah, I don't think we're quite at 10,000 hours.
No, we're not. We're
getting there.
Yeah, I mean, we average around 2 hours, right, per episode, so 150. Sure. So yeah, we're 20% there.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll show our faces, but definitely not in time of war because they get crazy.
They do. And with some of the opinions we hold here on the show, it could be dangerous.
Oh yeah, I mean it's Guantanamo. I mean, if they're going after Tucker, and investigating him, and he's with the millions of followers, and he's loved by so many people, to threaten to go after him is pretty scary.
Well, he did win the Anti-Semite of the Year award, so.
And it's Tucker, who have been right-winger for all his life. He was like the biggest voice who was supporting Trump. Just by disagreeing on one thing, which is war, he is being investigated and demonized. It's insane.
It is insane. And look at Charlie. He basically, said everything positive about Israel, right, for the longest time, and all the Muslim hate and all that stuff. All he was against Iran, and they just couldn't stand it.
Yeah, that's why they took it out. They came out. We know the story, but we don't want to get sued by Erika Kirk.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cease and desist.
Exactly.
Well, before we get started, let me just say welcome everybody to the Uncovering Anomalies Podcast. This is episode 158, like I just alluded to you earlier. Joining me as always, I have a need to know Adam.
Hey everyone.
And our special guest today is Sid. Welcome again, Sid.
Hey guys,
hey,
thank
Sid.
you so much.
And sorry, go ahead, Adam.
No, I was going to say it's always to have Sid here, especially when we talk about geopolitics.
Yes, it is.
We were looking forward to also Nick being in because we know how much he loves analyzing geopolitics, but he is out for today, unfortunately. But we should be good.
Yeah. Also, he is very good with financial analysis.
Yes.
And this war is about finance as well, because this is how Iran is gonna hit and destroy America by closing the strait. So finance is very important over here.
Yes. And that's why we might see this just go to nukes, because if it's about finance and the hegemony of the dollar, right? Yeah. And the petrodollar system and this empire owing $39 trillion.
Yeah, I don't think US can use nukes on Iran. Like they can, but I think the ramification of that will be very bad. The whole world will turn against US. So I don't think US is ready to take that.
Maybe they want that. You know what I mean? Maybe they have no plan of paying this money back. So they're like, screw it, let's just destroy the whole thing and start from scratch.
No, but it's not going to destroy Iran. Iran is so big. Maybe you destroy Tehran. That's just like, what, 2% of their population? 98% will be there, and they will be very angry.
Well, I think the U.S. can do whatever they want to as long as Israel tells them to do it.
Exactly. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I'm more worried about Yemen, because Yemen just entered. I think if they want to use nuke, they will try it on Yemen first, and that will be a catastrophe, because Yemen is small. I'm really worried about Yemen.
That's a good point. And they're always out there in millions, right? Chanting and stuff like that. I always see those huge crowds. I'm like, man, aren't they scared to just be nuked or something? Just vaporized.
Yeah. Also, then there is a prophecy too, right? The end of in end times, there will be a big radiation or smoke, or there are those things which will rise from Yemen.
From the east.
That's why I'm more afraid of that. Yeah.
All right, so let's let's do some quick UFO stuff and then get into Iran, because there is still some weird stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Actually, more weird stuff is going on. We just are not paying attention.
Right, exactly.
Oh yeah, before we dive into that, last night I was walking outside and I start seeing those lights again on the sky. Unfortunately, my phone was not very good. Like the battery was almost dead, so I couldn't record. But I saw things appearing in the sky and disappearing.
Yeah, I tried over this weekend to see anything, especially like there was these fireballs and these meteorites, quote unquote meteorites. So I was on the balcony trying to see anything. Nothing at all. Too bad.
Yeah, I've had my eyes glued to the sky ever since I got to South America, and I had all those videos and sightings that I was sending you guys constantly, and everything is dried up. I haven't seen anything since.
It's like because you were new, they were like just scanning, like
yeah, exactly,
making sure you're okay.
Who is this asshole? Okay, never mind.
No, but there was something going on that they were disappeared everywhere. I wasn't able to see anything for a very long time, but since this weekend, or maybe since Wednesday or Thursday, they start appearing again everywhere in the world. So if you look now, I think you will see something.
And were you seeing like orbs? Is that what you were seeing?
I'm seeing orbs, yeah.
Yeah, it's like what Chris Bledsoe was saying. I'm more listening now to Ryan, his son, who has a more positive narrative. I don't care if it's bullshit or not. I need the positivity.
Sure.
Like a divine intervention kind of thing, and angels, and because I just don't want to believe that these people are going to win. I just it'll be just enslaving humanity is not a future I want to even fathom.
Yeah,
only a few want that, and they all happen to be on the Epstein files.
Yes, they all have to be, and they're pro-war.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Vance, J.D. Vance, our vice president on the Benny Johnson show, talking about aliens, his opinion about aliens, or quote unquote aliens and UFOs. Nothing really shocking here with his opinion. It's like he had a briefing from the CIA or Mossad.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You gonna release all the UFO files?
We're working on it. It's funny. When I came in, I was obsessed with the UFO files. And then you start getting really busy worrying about the economy and national security and things like that. But I've still got 3 more years as vice president. I will get to the bottom of the UFO files.
Okay. Have you peeked? Have you done a peek?
Have I what?
Have you done a peek? I mean,
So I actually haven't. I have
full
not.
Independence Day.
I have not been able to spend enough time on this to really understand it. Yeah. But I am going to. Trust me. I'm obsessed with this. I've already had a couple of times where I'm like, all right, we're going to Area 51. We're going out to New Mexico. We're going to sort of get to the bottom of this. And then the timing of the trip just didn't work out. But trust me, anybody who's curious about this, I'm more curious than anybody. And I've got 3 years of the very, very tippy top of the classification. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Okay. So you haven't been to Area 51 yet?
Not yet.
Some people say they keep the UFOs in Ohio.
Hangar 18, right?
I've
I've heard that as well. But I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet.
Okay. All right. Well, we're waiting for it. We saw aliens.gov. We saw aliens.gov.
I don't think they're aliens. I think they're demons anyway, but that's a longer discussion.
Well, I can't let you go without a follow-up on that. Because Barack Obama is on this podcast and he goes, yeah, aliens are real, but here's where they're not. And,
I did not.
And so Obama says, yes, aliens he gets asked point blank, are aliens?
Man, the laugh factor with aliens is just insane. He says he's obsessed with it and he hasn't looked into it, but he will look into it. And he brings up Area 51 and Hangar 18, the whole lore thing, but hasn't looked into it, but he's sure it's demons or right. And then they just keep laughing. It's crazy that the laugh factor with this subject is like, no, everyone gets uncomfortable. It was like, it's all a joke,
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When I return from my exile and go back to the United States and become president, I don't care what war is going on. The first stop I'm doing after election night, Area 51 or Area 52, wherever they're keeping the aliens, that's where I'm going.
I guess the best way to do that is to have some troops with you and like the media behind you, then just go with it, because then they can't kill you.
I think you got to go. I think you got to do it the opposite way. I think you send out your body double and be like, "Oh, I'm going to be doing a speech in Virginia or something," and you send everyone there, but you secretly go to Area 51.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good.
See, I'd be a good president.
Yes, you would be a good president back from exile.
Yeah,
those are always good ones.
Yeah, regarding aliens and demons, this is like a narrative of all the Republicans. Like, this is very strange that everyone is saying the same thing. Why you are saying that? Right. There must be something, like you are getting this information from somewhere. So, and why you are spreading this narrative? Maybe they are just different dimension. That doesn't make them demons. Why you are calling them demons?
A big part of it is typically Republicans tend to run on that evangelical Christian background, right? And so they're trying to piece in, because everyone, regardless of race or religion, wants to know about UFOs and aliens, right? But their big backing comes from these evangelical Christians, and so they have to fold it in somehow so they're not losing support when they say, "Oh, we really want to know about the aliens." That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, and I say, these people like Vance and the entire administration are obviously extremely evil, right? Especially with what's going on, the way they're carrying out this war in Iran. I'm not going to believe anything they say. Actually, I'll believe the opposite. These things are probably angelic. We've been shooting them down for decades, and they haven't destroyed our civilization, right? If they truly were evil, they could have just completely taken us over and enslaved us, immediately. But I don't think they're demonic. Can be, yes. Anything can be either demonic or angelic, especially when you have that much power, including humans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there is also a possibility, like he's like saying that all of these UFOs, there is a possibility that some UFOs are demons, some are angels.
Exactly. Yeah.
So and I don't think they are demons or angels. I think they are like maybe different creatures, like creation of God, but that doesn't make them demon or alien. It could be just alien, right?
Yeah.
From different dimension or different planet. Anything is possible. Just like
it would be pretty wild if the Zeta Reticulans came down to preach the word of Jesus Christ.
Didn't the Pope said that he would baptize? That is a while ago. Not this new Pope. I think the
old one.
Yeah. He said they're ready to baptize any aliens.
Great. At least the Catholic Church has their priorities in order.
Well, the Canadian government have like the whole structure when aliens land, how they're gonna be recognized, and then how can they apply for the citizenship of Canada. There is like a whole structure for that.
You're kidding me. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. There was this parliamentarian in Canada. He is not there anymore, but he actually designed the whole he wrote the law regarding that. So he was pretty famous. It's like and the reason was he was saying that aliens should land in Canada because we are very alien friendly.
I mean, there's been, and this has been out there for a very long time. I think since the 90s, is that many of these aliens or these NHIs that come here are actually running away from their own tyrannical planets, and that's why they come to North America. And not other countries which are tyrannical, right? Because the freedom that we have in the U.S. and Canada,
we have so much freedom, man. Seriously.
I mean, it's getting worse, I know, but in the 80s and 90s, it was, in 60s. Could you imagine like how free this country was in the 60s?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, it has.
Do you remember those hippies? What happened to them?
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't that free. It was just an illusion. I am pretty sure if they can travel that far, they can see the illusion.
Yeah.
I mean, but like the government didn't have total awareness of the people. Yes, of course, the hippies were a CIA op for sure, trying to subvert the culture and push it some way. But you had pockets in this country because it's so vast that there was no surveillance. No one knew what you were doing, what you were up to, and that's probably why we had so many cults around that time as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unfortunately, we're just, because of AI and satellites and telecommunications, everything is monitored. Just absolutely everything. We're all swooped up into it, and now, because especially like us, because we're talking to each other over international lines, definitely this is all being recorded.
Sure.
Well, I don't believe that they are just escaping their planet and coming here. Like there are so many planets out there where there are nobody. They can actually go there. Why would they come to this shitty planet?
Well, it's lore that's been out there. Yeah, not
No,
nothing,
I know
nothing
this is
proven.
a lore, but I'm just saying that lore doesn't make any sense. I think there is some other reason for
Unless
that.
they're close. Maybe they're close or something. Not too far away. Maybe it's in this solar system. Who knows? Maybe
From
Saturn.
Nibiru.
Maybe since they talk about Saturn and like who's worships Saturn, right?
Yeah. Okay. That close, maybe. Yeah. Maybe from Mars.
yeah, exactly. Now there's been also lots of quote unquote comets and
Yes,
fireballs.
Mhm.
This is not a good way. Wait, this is like this one here. And they look like comets. If you guys remember during the drone incursions, how these orbs would all of a sudden turn into drones, right? Or airplanes.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
So this is like something similar, but they're turning into comets.
Okay. Comets don't change direction.
Right. I mean, a firework might do this, but it explodes at some point.
Could be a drone, man.
Well,
Seriously.
yeah, it stops and turns around. It's a little too much even for a firework.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean, could it be
And
a
then
drone?
the tail is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tail's gone.
Yeah. And somebody was saying that these are Falcon. Falcon doesn't move like that.
No, it
Mm-mm.
doesn't. Well, this is definitely
Yeah, that is, but the
SpaceX.
fireball is not. Yeah. I think fireball is trying to mimic that.
yes. I was just gonna say that it was copying it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice beats going there.
Yeah, and we've seen, going back to what Adam said about the things in the sky over New Jersey changing shapes and kind of mimicking our technology. It is well established that that's what these things do.
Yeah, they mimic. I mean, that's how they communicate with us, probably, or just try to tell us that they're not evil. Oh wait, someone just went.
Yeah, the way it disappeared?
Yeah,
I see stuff like that all the time in my
me
store.
Oh,
too.
weird.
Yeah.
And it just hangs out up there. Wow.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
not
these things I
SpaceX.
see them exactly like that. I remember one time I want to tell you the story that I have like this skyscraper. I can see there is a crane on top of it, and
Yeah.
the green light on the crane for airplanes.
Yeah.
So it's there. One time I saw a green light came in very close to it, start mimicking it exactly. There the green light is blinking.
Yeah.
And the
Right.
blink was exactly the same.
That's
Like it was like
crazy.
yeah, and then it moved out.
I mean,
And
I
I
used
was
to,
like, what the hell?
I used to see stuff here. I told Topher, this is probably 4 or 5 years ago. Over 2 nights, I was like, "Oh, are they building an airport over there?" I was looking like over to the left because it would show a light in the sky, and then 2 would be on the floor, like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, are they, building an airport? And I wouldn't think about it. And the next night, I came out and it was there again. And then all of a sudden, it like jumped to the right side, and then turned into an airplane and turned around and started going the other way with the blinking, with the FAA lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing that always gets me is we have documentation of these drones like mimicking the FAA lights. So everyone when you try and post that video, everyone in the comments is going to roast you. Go, oh, it's obviously a plane or a helicopter. Look at the FAA lights, and it's like, well, if you've seen the whole thing, it's morphing into that.
Yeah, they definitely mimic it.
But here's my question: if they can mimic these planes or helicopters, can they mimic humans as well? And we see maybe those orbs come down, and maybe if we are moving around on the street and we see a human, maybe it's just an orb who is mimicking humans.
Mm-hmm. Isn't in the lore that jinn do that? Right?
They do that, right? It's not even a lore. This is like 100%
or a reality. I mean,
yeah, well, it's a belief, but people believe it like that's real. There's like I know some shops in Middle East. They open the shops in the night, just for jinns.
What? You're kidding me?
Yeah, and I've seen those shops. Right? It's not in Middle East, but like in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
So
there are few shops they claim that they'll leave it open, and tomorrow, the next day they come. Some of the sweets are gone, and the money is there. And there is a legend that the good jinns come and buy it, and they do it. It's a very strong belief over there.
Yeah, for sure. I remember reading some things about some courts in Saudi Arabia or something, or no, that some people were taken to courts, jinn courts or something. Like they were kidnapped.
That's a very like a common stories over there. And then there are like rules in Islam that you are prohibited to marry jinns, but the marriage is acceptable. So there are some people who actually married jinns.
Nice.
Yeah, because some jinn fall in love with women, right? Or and men.
Same way, yeah. Other way around to like a female jinn marrying a man, but it's like extremely prohibited.
So wait, can they have kids?
This is why it's prohibited. And usually the legend is you can't have kids when you intermarry.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, if they're from a different realm.
Yeah.
It sounds like the Anunnaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with Anunnaki, they were having kids, right? With jinns, there is a thing that you cannot give a birth. You can stay together, but you don't have kids or something like that.
Huh. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
It's like, you know that mule cannot reproduce.
Oh, yeah. So the same thing.
Yeah. So there are different legends. There are other legends as well where humans and jinns have kids.
Oh wait, what about that whole thing about the Kurds? That the Kurds are a manifestation of jinn and Jews.
The Kurds are just assholes, man. They are just random nationalist people of that area.
Our Turkish listeners would love that you said that. They're probably laughing their asses off.
Yeah, no, they pissed me off because I was a big supporter of Kurds for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But then they are always falling for the same trap, fighting like with other Muslims. Like it's been decades now. You should learn from your
mistake. They have.
And you're still doing the same mistake.
I think they have the right because they're not going along with the Iran thing.
Yeah, the reason they are not going because they cannot go. You cannot. U.S. and Israel cannot defeat them. What do you think Kurds gonna do?
Yeah, man, you're so right. They're acting all like high and mighty, but it's actually they're scared shitless of Iran.
Yeah. And then Turkey Turkey is just against not the Kurds but those separatist Kurds. So
they really are because
Turkey will get involved in that. So
because I had some Turkish friends and I remember once asking about Kurdistan and they looked at me like, what? Who? and I've never seen them behave so not hateful, but just anger. I'm like, whoa, man, there's something like I triggered them by just mentioning Kurds. So I don't really understand the history there.
There is like one more thing. Kurds itself as a people, nobody hates them. The separatists who talk about Kurdistan, they are the problem. They are like declared terrorists everywhere in Middle East. Not in United States because you don't declare your partners terrorists, right? Like for example, Jilani. He's like the ISIS guy who is the president of Syria. Is like not a terrorist, like what the hell? But yeah, among Arabs and Turks and Iranians and Iraqis, Kurd separatists are a terrorist group.
Yeah, because they serve foreign interests and they serve in breaking up unity.
Exactly. But yeah, there is no legend that they're probably a legend, but that's fake. They're just people from that area.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just funny that lore is even in there, right? What was the story that Solomon? Anyway, I forget what it was, but yeah, I'm sure it's BS. So you guys know Owen Schroyer, right? He's ex Infowars. He left.
Oh yeah, I really like Owen Schroyer.
He's great.
Yeah.
So he saw a UFO. Now he's just really into it. But he saw a fireball over Texas, where he is in Austin. And he tells the story here. It's pretty cool.
Let's see.
All right, guys. I'm going to try my best to explain what I and others saw tonight west of Austin, pretty far west. And I found some images on X of some other people that saw it. I was driving, so I couldn't really get a good picture. So I'm driving west. It's sunset, twilight, and I see a bunch of objects in the sky, probably like 4 or 5 objects, and they're striking, like you can't miss them. And I'm thinking, well, this is just the twilight hour, the sunset reflecting off of airplanes or something. You know what I'm talking about. And so I was like, oh, okay, whatever, that's just what it is. And then one of them, I don't know if I would say it blew up, but it just started falling out of the sky and eventually caught fire. And this lasted for like
minutes, probably. And then the other objects that were around it started moving and dispersing as well. Someone said they saw 2 fireballs. I only saw the one. And then I looked up at the news and they were talking about how there are meteors or whatever. Folks, this was no meteor. If they try to say this was a meteor, that's BS. I've seen tons of meteors in my life. I've seen shooting stars. I've seen it all. I didn't see satellites that have blown up and crashed down. So I've seen it all. This was not a meteor. This was a flying object that caught fire and fell out of the sky. And there were at least 2 or 3 other aircraft right there when it happened. I'm not the only one that saw this. It was crazy. Honestly, it was crazy to witness this. It was wild to witness this. And the reason why I don't believe it was a meteor is because when meteors come into the atmosphere, it happens very fast. And then when they hit the atmosphere, they kind of disperse and break up. The whole process of a meteor is like a couple seconds, like 10 seconds tops. This was minutes. This thing was a fireball falling out of the sky for like 5 minutes with other aircraft around it. So I'm not even trying to be like a conspiracy theory or anything. It's just like, that was crazy to witness. I was not the only one that saw it. That's how incredible this thing was. And it was not a meteor. I don't know what it was. I'm going to be obsessed with trying to find out if anybody else got any better images than the ones that I'm sharing on X. It's got to make the news. I mean, this thing was such a crazy aerial phenomenon. I would imagine it's got to make the news. So this thing has me intrigued. So it's nice to take a break from the Trump TV craziness.
Cool, man. I didn't see. Oh, this is that's
Starlink. Yeah.
Pale Horse. He's taking stuff from his own house, but these are just orbs.
Oh yeah, these orbs.
These are the ones you see, right?
These are the one I see. But yeah, exactly like that. If they disappear, because they disappear after some point.
Once you notice them.
Yeah, within. Oh, it's changing color, right?
Yeah, it was changing color, going from green to red to white.
Yeah, trying to mimic.
Doing something, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't look at me. I'm normal.
They're not. If that's really what their thought process is, that's not a great strategy.
Yeah. So what I notice after I notice these orbs in the sky, within 30 seconds they disappear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
After you've noticed
30 second to 1 minute time frame.
Oh, okay. We already saw this one.
But yeah, let's talk about this Owen Shure's comment. So
yeah, so
yeah.
Is there like a space war going on that we don't know about? I mean, we do have Space Force now, and if this is apocalyptic and it is, we hear it from the Israeli side, we hear it from the Christian Zionist side, we hear it from the Iranian side, we hear it from Iran, from Yemen as well, and the Iraqis are saying it. So it's a religious war. So could there be something happening in space as well that we're shooting down? Maybe,
or this is a wild conspiracy that maybe this whole thing was started, this Iran war, to distract people from the space war.
Yeah. They knew it's happening.
Is this possible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 3i Atlas. There's a video from the Angry Astronaut. He did a great detailed rundown of it this week, and he says that it's probably going to park near Saturn. That's found some moons in Saturn or something, because they saw some objects coming out off of it. So something is happening in space.
Yeah. And this fireball phenomena is like they are getting emboldened. These things in the sky. So it's not just like before. You see the lights in the sky, the random orbs, right? But the fireball is like a whole different level. And it's not just like moving in one direction, it's just changing direction and very slow. This is the problem. Meteors don't go that slow. Falcon rocket doesn't go that slow. So there are like some crazy things happening. I'm pretty sure they are the plasma beings.
And I hope so. I hope there's some intervention going on, because if this goes to where we think it's going to go, it's just going to destroy humanity. Most of humanity, except for the people who have underground cities and bunkers, and those are not the people we want to survive.
Right.
And maybe this phenomena is very common in Middle East. That's why they started the war, because now if they see something, they will say, "Oh, it's a rocket from Iran or a drone."
Right.
Maybe things were happening a lot in that area, because that's in prophecies, that's the main area, right? So people, if they see something, they will see, "Oh, it's a rocket coming. Just go hide in your bunker."
Do you guys want to hear that 3i Atlas guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, the longer we can stay away from talking about Iran, the happier I'll be.
Okay. I hear you. I won't put it in the tags or anything like that. Maybe in the description. But yeah, usually
Okay.
if I put it in the tags, yeah, it gets covered up for sure.
Yeah.
So this is the Angry Astronaut. He's really good. He's an academic. He's a real scientist, but he does like to go off and think about it.
I think we have to pause it.
Yeah.
After 30 seconds or 1 minute, because it's a long video, and then we might get something from YouTube. Yeah.
None of these things have ever happened before, and now they're happening with 3i Atlas. If it isn't something natural, what's an artificial explanation? Okay, so it's time to get technical, because this is where the artificial hypothesis goes from cool idea to this explains everything.
Let's just stop it now, just like you said, because we don't want to get us a strike.
Exactly.
But he does cover Avilobe in the beginning. We started on minute 11. He talks about Avilobe. I guess they looked, because it's still in the solar system. It hasn't gone. It's just on its way to Saturn.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but he does scientifically see what's coming off of it, and they're saying it's definitely has a fusion engine in it.
Fusion propulsion, specifically deuterium-based fusion, is not science fiction anymore. NASA, DARPA, and private companies have been designing direct fusion drive concepts for decades. Here's how it works in simple terms. You take deuterium, which is heavy hydrogen. In other words, a normal hydrogen atom is just one proton, one electron, and that's it. Whereas deuterium has a neutron as well, making it much heavier.
By the way, there was a scientist in Iran that has done videos of this exact same thing. So Iran might have this, and these are old videos. The only I dug that up because I was researching when they downed one of our drones, our really advanced drones. They downed it and reverse engineered it. And the scientist that said that they downed it using their own UFOs. But then he has videos of their fusion energy research. So it's just like this, by the way. And that was 10 years ago, easily.
Yeah.
Right?
And Iranis are very smart. They are not like copycats. They are like really smart. They are innovative.
The recent one that we just killed, the philosopher, so sad. I mean,
Ali Rajani?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to read his book. He said that he took the philosopher Kant, right, and then fused it with something he called Islamic mathematics, and then came out with his own philosophy and thoughts.
Yeah,
of
he
course,
was a very smart man, and he was one of those guys who wanted to negotiate. He looked hardliner, but he was not. He was like peace-loving guy. You can, when you read the book, you will see how nice guy he was.
Anyone who wants peace,
kill
him.
Yeah. Like, it was insane.
I think that's what Trump means when he's like, I can't tell you who we're talking to because they'll kill him. He means the Israelis. I don't think he means,
They were trying to. So there are only two guys left. We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
You fuse two deuterium nuclei together. The reaction pathways release helium-3, helium-4, protons, neutrons, and a massive amount of energy. This is far more efficient than chemical rockets. In a real spacecraft design, you heat and compress the fuel in a reactor using magnetic confinement in order to keep the plasma, the really, really hot fuel, contained. You can even do that with antimatter, and then expel the hot plasma out of a magnetic nozzle for
Yeah, and that's what they're saying is exactly going on when you look at 3i Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and this thing is from really far away. Obviously, it's automated. It's not going to have any beings on it, but something is here at this time, exactly when this war is happening. The CIA didn't because who FOIA'd it? John Greenwald. He FOIA'd the CIA about 3i Atlas, and they couldn't confirm or deny that they were looking into it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So there's something to this thing. There's something to these fireballs, and it's probably linked to what's happening in the Middle East.
And I'm assuming it has to be tied in somehow with all of the scientists that keep getting whacked.
Yes.
or disappearing. You know,
Topher, was that last week's show?
2 weeks ago, we talked about the disappearance of
McCaslin.
Of course, McCaslin.
Yeah. And the other scientists with him.
Yeah, also like in Iran, all the scientists are being targeted and getting
of course.
Murdered. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And the universities, right?
Universities, scientific facilities, and same thing gonna happen to everywhere else because Iran said we're gonna retaliate in the same manner. So the whole region will be destroyed. But in US, where you can't get like killed by the enemy, you're getting disappeared for some reason. Or like some crime is happening. Something weird is happening in this world.
Something weird is happening. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's like a reset. Or if they are building a new empire, then they're grabbing all the black budget people. You know, just how we did with the paperclip. You know, we grabbed those scientists from paperclip and brought them here. So maybe this new empire in the Middle East is doing the same thing. They're grabbing our scientists.
No, they are making everyone else stupid. This is what happening.
Except them.
They are removing the smart minds, and then they're gonna leave stupid people there.
Yeah.
Have either one of you read the book series, The 3-Body Problem?
I started, but I mean, I watched the series, both of them, by the way. I watched the Chinese one, and I watched the American one. So there's two series.
Netflix. But it doesn't really tie into this, obviously, because it's fiction. But I'm just saying there's a point in the book where something very similar is happening.
Yes, and they manipulate the science as well.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Which remember 80 series V?
Yes,
of course.
Yes. That's what the aliens did the first, right? They took out all the scientists.
Yep.
They demonized and took them all out because they were the one who were going to figure out what's actually happening.
Oh man, what a great series!
Yeah, I love the series, man.
So definitely, 3i Atlas is looking like it is for sure a plasma, device or fusion device.
Rust, no moving parts, and specific impulse in the tens of thousands of seconds, whereas chemical rockets are about 450 seconds. In other words, we are talking about propulsion that is 20 to 100 times the efficiency and the amount of burn time that you get out of a chemical rocket. That means you can achieve incredible speeds, interstellar speeds, and then you can use water or CO2 as reaction mass to boost the thrust even higher. Now watch how this matches 3i Atlas perfectly. You have deuterium-rich exhaust or leaked fuel. This explains the insane deuterium to hydrogen ratio in the coma. Then fusion plants generate electricity as a byproduct, which is perfect for running electrolysis to produce methanol as fuel, coolant, or even life support propellant. Then high energy neutrons and charged particles from fusion could interact with surrounding ices, creating more water vapor right in the coma, which is the extended source we see. Or alternatively, you could have tiny spacecraft also using fusion for power, or even nanomachines running off of fusion. This would also explain why you have a higher deuterium content in the coma. And then as far as the nickel is concerned, fusion reactors use high nickel alloys for shielding and structural components. Erosion, sputtering, or deliberate manufacturing in the swarm.
Let's pause it so we don't get a strike or anything. Apparently, a lot of these YouTube guys are doing copyright strikes. Here he said that when it showed up at Mars, there was UFOs that also showed up. So it is. So it seems like there are crafts with it, or that get or depart from it as scouts or something.
Yeah.
Object crossing the sky during solar conjunction, and another black object zipping low and fast. And these things took place during the exact window of 3i Atlas's Mars flyby. Perhaps these are probes that were deployed and powered by fusion power. They could stay operational for a very long time. And then on March 16th, 3I Atlas passed Jupiter at a distance of 53.445 million kilometers. And Jupiter's hill radius, the gravitational boundary where Jupiter dominates, is 53.502 million kilometers. That's just a difference of 57,000 kilometers. Basically a bullseye. Avi Loeb himself noted the non-gravitational acceleration around perihelion that gave 3I Atlas the tiny course correction it needed for this intersection with Jupiter's hill radius. That's not random. That's a targeting burn to drop more probes into stable orbits around the Galilean moons for long-term study or resource gathering. At this distance, we're not going to be able to see those probes in operation. We wouldn't see the drop-off unless these things were colossal, and I just don't see how they could possibly be that big. However, you do have the Juno probe that's still operational and still conducting science in Jovian orbit. It could definitely keep its eyes open for these things, assuming, of course, that NASA will actually invest the time to do it. But the problem...
For sure they are, but they're not going to tell us anything, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's Jupiter, not Saturn, that it was going to. That's nuts. So it was only off by 57,000 kilometers, you said, which is nothing in space. Basically a bullseye.
Right.
So, I mean, could this be Avi Loeb's Messiah? The whole thing going on. I hope not. But if this is, a religious war, like they're saying, and we'll see when we get into this, that they're wearing now the patches of the Moshiach. The IDF is wearing these patches. I mean,
Easter is coming.
Yeah. Either maybe they're faking this whole thing, right, including 3I Atlas, or this is actually happening and they think it's their Messiah, but maybe it's something coming to destroy them from doing what they want to do. I don't know.
Yeah, even if it's their Messiah, eventually it's gonna be a big fight. So, but I think they are betting on it. I don't think they are sure that if he's coming or not, but they are saying, because all the prophecies and all those things and all the conspiracies were about this Easter, and for that they started a war and they are intensifying. I think we'll see a ground invasion as well. So I think they are hoping that the Messiah, their Mashiach, will come.
For sure, man. Okay, so now I guess let's just get into Iran now. You said ground invasion. Here's CIA analyst, former CIA analyst Larry Johnson, talking about how definitely an invasion is happening. Of course, you have Trump. You have Trump saying that we're doing peace, we're negotiating, and all this. Well,
stuff. not only that, he's saying it's not a war and that it's already been won. Now
we won this already. We won.
We won this war. That's not a war.
He also said that he blew off Iran off the map.
That's right. Yeah.
I was like, what the hell you were talking about?
What was the thing he came out and said? Iran gave us a big gift, a really big gift. But
he said it was 10 ships, eight or 10 that they allowed 8 or 10 ships to go.
Is that what it was? Oh my god!
It was fake news, by the way.
Of course. Of course.
Dude, the guy's losing it. He's completely losing it.
You really think after killing their supreme leader, their children's, their commanders, they're gonna give you a gift? Are you insane?
Yeah,
exactly. Who thought that doing that to Khomeini would work out? And why would we believe it?
Well, sorry, go ahead.
I think the U.S. pulled off Venezuela. They did a complete mission there, and that gave them. They're like, oh, we can do the same thing in Iran, and without understanding that countries are different.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I also want to talk about how they strengthened the regime by killing Khamenei. But when we go to that part of the
they definitely.
But that's it's a very important thing to discuss because it's totally opposite. But when we go there, I'll talk about that.
Okay, I think we'll
let's play this clip.
Let's hear Larry Johnson talking about what kind of action he's seen from the government and what it means.
So there have been, according to public records, over 12 flights out of Hunter Army Airfield. That means they're taking a large number of helicopters. There's also the 7 flights that have been out of Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington. That base is known because it's the home of the 75th Ranger Regiment. 75th Rangers are a special unit who support the Tier 1 units such as Delta Force, SEAL Team 6. There have been 6 flights out of Pope Army Airfield in Fort Bragg. Again, since March 12th. At Fort Bragg, what do you have? You've got the 82nd Airborne and you have Delta Force. Finally, there have been 4 flights out of Campbell Army Airfield at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Again, that is the headquarters, the home of the 160th Special Operations Wing, the SOAR. So the ones who fly special missions for JSOC. There have been 4 flights out of the Naval Air Station at Oceana, Virginia. What's there? Oh, yeah, that would be SEAL Team 6, as well as another East Coast SEAL team. Why go through all this activity at the very time when we're publicly announcing that Marines are on the move to the war theater? You have all this other activity that is not really being publicly announced, but it's yet, whatever reason, it is out there for the public to see. I look at that and that tells me there's a special operations mission being planned. And you have to say, I wonder, are the Marines being used as bait, as a deception, to distract attention from the Iranian army, the Revolutionary Guard, in order so that the special operations folks could carry out a mission such as a raid on a nuclear site to capture nuclear enriched fuel, maybe to destroy it, maybe to ensure that it can't be used again, or to kidnap and grab certain high-value targets. My point is that there seems to be a whole nother agenda here at work. Trump, instead of his move today, served 2 purposes. And then when I say his move, his claim that, oh boy, peace is at hand. We're really making progress with the Iranians. One was to calm the stock market. Stock market had fallen. It lost about 10% of its value since the start of this war. It gained back about $1,000 today. So it's not as bad as it was, maybe 20% improvement, but it also calmed the oil markets a bit because everyone thinks, oh boy, peace is at hand. Maybe it is, but let me suggest an alternative, that this is what we're witnessing as grand political theater. Donald Trump playing a role, both a distracted person, someone who's constantly changing his mind, behaving very erratically, all of this to create cover for a pretty dramatic special operations mission inside Iran to perhaps locate and or seize nuclear fuel from Iran. I don't think the special operations mission that they have the capability to do anything to open the Strait of Hormuz. That's a whole different issue. Getting control over the Strait of Hormuz is almost impossible unless the United States is willing to risk enormous losses. It would appear that there is some other operation plan. It's not widely known, and it looks like, to me, it's probably highly compartmented, and only a certain number of people know about it. We are seeing this joint movement of forces that started on March 12th. There's been no effort to halt it, no effort to call these people back. And as a result, I think Donald Trump's intent is not to stop the war with Iran. His intent remains defeat Iran, inflict as many casualties as possible, and hopefully weaken Iran to the point that there is regime change. Hope I'm wrong, but that's the way I read the cards. So they're
interesting. What do you guys think?
So let's break this whole thing down. First, I'm 100% sure that ground invasion is coming, but where?
Right, where?
Is it on the mainland or is it on the islands?
Yeah. Where's the nuclear material?
They are in the mainland, but in the middle of Iran. So I think it is impossible to reach there without getting destroyed. So I don't think they're going to even try that. Because that will be like literally sacrificing your soldiers. You have to fly them in, not in a jet, but in like a big plane or helicopters. They will see it, Iran will see it coming, and they will destroy them in the air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, yeah. All these helicopters will be blown out of the air. I mean, if they're hitting F-35s, they can hit helicopters.
Yeah, they can't take jets. Like, they can't take soldiers on the jet. They have to take either helicopters or like big planes. In both cases, they are so slow that they will be destroyed. So, yeah, this is actually a good map. So what I think is going to be one of those islands,
One of
which
these
are
ones here.
marked in the Strait. Yeah.
Yeah.
These ones, but they're so close to the shore, man. I mean, they have
Okay,
drones,
so-
they have missiles. I mean, they're taking out Navy ships. I mean, just this weekend, right? Then we take out the Navy in Kuwait.
Yes. So
and-
6 ships were actually, they already tried an attack on one of the islands,
Yeah,
and 6 of them got hit, 3 of them got sunk.
this is Kuwait, right? Yeah, this is Kuwait.
Yeah. So this is, do you see that circle? This is the most important island.
This
Karg.
is the Kark one.
Karg, yeah. This is where all the oil export from Iran. So they have the biggest depots over there, which store around 80 to 90% of Iran's oil for export.
That's so much, huh? To be concentrated here.
Yeah. So I think because it's, you need big ships to dock, and there's like, you can't dock in the shallow waters, right? You need like deep water.
I mean, even because he was showing how a lot of these special op units and Delta Force, those are all parachute in. Even if thousands of them parachute in, I mean, just coming down, they'll be shot at, right?
So I don't think they're gonna parachute in. That'll be a big mistake. I think they're gonna try amphibious one, which is also the same level of mistake. But this is what I think they're gonna use, either Qatar or Kuwait, because that's the closest
Qatar is here.
closest land border, right? So they
Yeah.
can muster over there, and then they're gonna go from there in
This
their
is not,
boats.
This is not Bahrain, is it? This is Qatar, right?
No. This
Because
is
UAE. This is UAE, right? Or is this Oman?
Yeah. Maybe open it on Google Map. That'll be much better.
Yeah. We're not guessing here.
Yeah. We don't want to give wrong information.
Right. Maybe this is Bahrain here, because I know it's no, Bahrain is closer to Saudi. Oh, this is Saudi. This is Saudi right here.
Yeah, I'm opening the map on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
I mean,
Qatar.
so it's a suicide mission. I mean, could it be that he wants to inflict so much injuries on us, this is Trump, I mean, where people get pissed off and say, "All right, let's go to war." It's, and then
That's not gonna happen. The people
It's
are
not.
already against. Once they start seeing the bodies, they will even turn against Trump. That's not gonna happen. I think he's doing a blood ritual sacrifice of their greatest soldiers, because SEAL Team 6 is the highest of the highest soldiers US can have, right? You are sending them to die over there. It doesn't, because if you're like, Iran is not like a weak country. They're gonna see them coming and they will destroy them before they even land. So it's just a clear blood ritual sacrifice. That's like a bad move if they do it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do it.
It's crazy. We all know it's a bad idea. The military experts know it's a bad idea. It's just Hegseth, and it's just there's following orders from Israel.
Yes, that's what I was going to bring up.
And,
Excuse
and they
me.
can't say no. They can't say no to them.
Right. I mean, they're talking about, what the conditions are for victory. And I don't think the U.S. has any conditions for victory. They go, oh, it's when it's the regime change. But I don't think that's it at all. I think it's whenever Israel says, okay, guys, that's enough. Once Israel has gained enough territory, then it'll be declared victory.
And they're getting pounded. Israel is getting pounded in Lebanon right now.
Yeah. It's why they've set this up as a forever war.
Yeah.
They can just keep going. They have a vague end goal in mind, and they can just keep it going forever.
I mean, their end goal is just to make everyone else weaker except them. That's the
exactly.
Right?
That's it. That's the real goal, in my opinion.
Yeah. Also, just let's for the sake of the argument, just say that they captured Karg Island. What are you gonna do with that?
Yeah.
How are you gonna supply it?
Yeah. So first of all, it's not the 90% of Iran's oil; it's 90% of the oil they export. So
right.
This is the difference, and most of that is already exported. So what Iran gonna do? They're gonna sacrifice their infrastructure. They're gonna rebuild it. They have plenty of oil, but if they destroyed it, it means they're gonna destroy everyone on that island. And it's just like going to be U.S. military. Secondly, even if you have that, how are you gonna hold it? Because you need supplies and everything, right? It's gonna come from mainland. How are you gonna get that? You cannot even sustain it.
So I agree. So if they do take it over, I think tops they'll have it for 12 hours, and then they'll have to leave.
Yeah.
And this is from Sulaiman. He shared this. I think it's interesting. I think Iran is preparing to take over UAE with a ground invasion if the U.S. puts troops on the ground. This is from Iranian State TV. If the United States make a mistake, Iran's armed forces are ready to seize the coastlines of the UAE and Bahrain and reshape the region.
Yeah, boy. I wish that's true, man. I hope they do it.
Imagine. I mean, Bahrain used to be theirs. I didn't know this until recently. I didn't. The Shah, he gave it to the British.
Yeah, 69 or 77.
Yeah, so it used to be part of Iran anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know about the UAE. I think UAE was part of Saudi, right?
Yeah, well, they were part of like Ottomans, right? Then they got separated. But they came out later anyway. But yeah,
70s or something, early 70s.
Yeah, something like that
is when the British gave it their independence. So they're pretty new. So, I mean, imagine if that happens. The Iraqis also said that they'll take over Kuwait because they've always seen it as part of their.
Saddam's dream, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We could be seeing a completely different Middle East where the U.S. is not there, and with Israel dismantled, because you have. I mean, I didn't have anything queued up here, but there are countless of videos, and now the Israelis are sharing it because they want to look like victims. But if Tel Aviv is just a mess, it's burning, buildings are blown up.
It's going to get worse.
Complete neighborhoods. Yeah.
Yeah. But back on the UAE border, I think Iran can take over Bahrain, but I don't think they will take over UAE. That will be crazy. What I think going to happen, Saudi will jump in and they will take over UAE.
Yeah, that makes sense. They might help Bahrain.
So they will separate, like Saudi and Iran will make a deal that we will keep the UAE and you can keep the Bahrain. That is my assumption. It's a conspiracy, but like it could happen.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're here for. This is the conspiracy podcast.
Totally. Now, Iran is making such great troll videos.
God,
I mean, they understand our culture so good.
They're killing it on social media.
Yeah, they really are. And then our propaganda is not as good because we don't understand their culture, or don't want to understand their culture. Actually, if we did understand their culture, we wouldn't have taken out Khomeini.
Yeah,
correct.
Right.
Exactly.
So our leaders are ignorant, and their guys know what's going on. So here's a 2-minute video of what's going on, or from their perspective.
Yeah. Cross the ocean just to find your grave. Sacrifice your own boys for a lie. Listen. Yeah. Make America great again. Yo, Tails, this shit crazy. Yeah, make America great again now. We will see what happens, yeah. Watch this. Sacred defense, we protecting the soil. While you sacrifice soldiers to pay for your spoil. You once who ran the globe, sitting on your throne. Now we turning every base into a bed of stone. It's a slaughterhouse, a trap you couldn't see. Welcome to the graveyard of your vanity. The secrets are leaking.
Oh, God.
The pressure is rising. We locked on the target. And now you are hiding. LOSCR. Yeah, we spelling at your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a bucket while you shaking in your sweet. LOSCR. Taste the ass of defeat. LOSCR. Yeah, we spelling at your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a bucket while you shaking in your sweet. LOSCR. Taste the ass of defeat. Swipes fighting in your suit, hiding Epstein's ghost. You sent your boys to die on the bloody coast. Not a revenge for the leader's blood is purely mine. Every drop of his blood is a missile on the line. You thought you took him out, thought the fire was dead, but another common A is standing ahead. Yeah, you strike one down, we just shatter your brain. We put another in the leg. Common A again. The secrets are leaking. The pressure is rising. We locked on the target. And now you are hiding. LOSCR. Yeah, we spelling out your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a puppet while you shaking in your sweet. LOSCR. Taste the ash. LOSCR. Yeah, we spelling out your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a puppet while you shaking in your sweet. LOSCR. Taste the ash of defeat. Sacred defense of the homeland. Sacred defense of the homeland.
Man, this is just gonna make Trump worse. I mean, if he's seeing these things, he's like never gonna quit or leave, or he's just gonna go all the way, right?
But he's got such a small ego. I'm sure someone manages his social media, like what he gets to see and stuff, because he's a pussy.
Yeah. I also sent another one that is also hilarious. But regarding this one, I am surprised with the quality. I don't think this is AI. I think they actually designed it properly. It doesn't look like AI. Yeah,
like did it through
like the regular
CGI.
CGI. Yeah.
You'll drown in our blood. You made a grave mistake by choosing to attack us. Among all U.S. presidents, you stand out for making one of the most reckless and misguided decisions. You underestimated the strength, resilience, and unity of our people. History will judge this choice, and it will not be in your favor. No thanks you for your attention to this matter, the people of Iran. Damn, man.
This is so true. Okay, so do you want to play the one I just sent?
Oh, yeah. Did you put it in the group?
Yeah, just put it in the group.
This one. Let me.
I'll send it to you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, got it. This one. The Habibi one?
Yeah.
Habibi come to Dubai. Jackson Hinkle, he's something else, this guy.
Yeah.
I always thought he was an op because like he went to Yemen and he was like meeting with their leaders and he gave a speech, in front of the whole million-man march thing that they have. I was like, what is this guy doing there?
No, he actually very famous in those countries, Yemen, Lebanon. So he goes there all the time. Basically, he cannot come to USA.
I was just going to say that. Like, they'll probably arrest him if he comes here, right?
Yeah, I think he's in exile, and basically his residence is in Russia. But then he goes to all these places. He's like a biggest spokesperson, and he's beloved by everyone.
He's such a nutcase, man. But he's always positive, always happy. He's funny. Great analysis. He's a good dude. I just don't know if he's an op or not.
No, I don't think he's an op.
Yeah, I don't feel like he is. Like, he doesn't give me that feeling. Yeah. All right, let's watch this one.
He's open communist. Why would a communist be an op, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a total communist.
Yeah.
Where should I land today?
Habibi, come to Dubai.
Okay, I am coming, Habibi. I am coming. Where should I land?
Because this is like Habibi come to Dubai was like their slogan. Now they are regretting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's great. And
by the way, most of the rich people have left Dubai.
Yes.
The poor people are too poor that they cannot leave Dubai.
It's just CIA operatives and Mossad.
No, even with the foreigners, like, the people from Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Philippines, the lower class people who are like slaves.
Who do all the work, yeah.
Who are like slaves. They don't even get paid properly. They are the one who are stuck because they cannot leave. But like the rich people, they left. Yeah. And if they have not, they should leave. Leave Dubai now.
Agreed. I agreed. Especially, they came out with some public service announcements.
Don't just leave now because Bahrain is going to have some serious problems.
Yeah, and the water too, right? They're going to take out the water.
Yeah. No, it's going from the people. The revolution is coming 100% in Bahrain.
Oh, Bahrain. Yeah, I saw those videos. Yeah. Both Shia and Sunni have joined forces to kick out the royal family.
Yeah, but even if Sunnis don't, first of all, like they say that Bahrain is like 60% Shias, but in reality, it's like 80% Shia. Those numbers are mixed, right? Because they do it to show that it's a mixed country. But in reality, it's 80% Shia. If just Shia stand up, the government is gone. The kings and all those are gone. And Shias are really angry after recently what they did with one of their guy.
Yeah.
If you have seen, they tortured someone to death.
Yeah, that was terrible. I saw the pictures. Yeah.
So after that, there are like some serious problems are happening. And it's true that Shias and Sunni are working together. Yeah.
The Saudis sent over the Jordanians to go stop the protests or something like that. I mean, the Jordanians just don't care about the Palestinians. Let's just go after the protesters in Bahrain. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
This guy's really good. I like his analysis. I think he's in Australia. Zero coked. But he has great analysis here. He talks about that there's going to have to be a full draft for them to continue this war, and we know they're going to. I don't think they're going to stop with this. They're going to continue, and because these people don't lose, right? They'll throw everything that they have.
Yep.
No, but but I think the Congress have to step up, because I'm seeing a lot of Republicans. They are saying no to the ground troops.
Hopefully, it's just not talk, right? Because I saw Mace, like Nancy Mace.
Nancy Mace, yeah. I was referring to her. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But she voted for the war. So
yeah, but then she said no to ground troops, because ground troops is like really different story. And you're not. You think you're just gonna fight 1 million soldiers? No, you're fighting 90 million Iranians. They all will stand up. Yeah.
This guy basically says, he goes through how many divisions are needed, and he basically says we need 145 U.S. Army divisions are equivalent to approximately 2.2 million soldiers.
Oh my
that the U.S. needs if they want to occupy Iran, and that would cost $2.5 trillion at a minimum for the first 6 months.
Well, as we know, the United States military has got a blank check, essentially, as always,
from the bankers.
2 million people are not enough, man.
No, of course.
Well, how you gonna work that out? Where are you gonna muster them? Like, where will be their station before they attack Iran? The moment you go and occupy some island, Iran will destroy it. So it's even impossible. But somehow, if you send 2 million, you're not gonna win 2 million.
Yeah, and where are you gonna amass? Where are you gonna amass the 2 million? Like, you have to slowly amass them. Where are you gonna put them? Wherever they start arriving, they're gonna get bombed, right?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like, so first of all, Saudi is not giving them any land for the land invasion. Yeah. Maybe UAE is stupid enough to do it. UAE will get destroyed. So you're gonna send them from what? Diego Garcia? It's impossible. Iraq is total under Iran's control right now. It's with Iran right now. They are the part of the war, right?
Yeah.
How are you gonna come to Iran? Like, it's impossible. It's a stupid dream.
I mean, he's saying casualties estimated 30,000 to 80,000 killed. The low end assumes Iraq-like casualties rates scaled to troop levels. Wounded 200,000 or 500,000. Is it worth it, man? For what? Just so Israel can take over the region?
Yep, of course.
I mean, without peace. I mean, why can't they just respect this civilization, this Iranian civilization that's been there for 5,000 years, and just make peace with them? Like, I don't know, like, just share the region. What is wrong with that? It's so insane, the thinking.
Yeah, because this is the religious ideology they have.
Yeah.
They are doing the apocalypse. They think they're going to do the apocalypse, and they're going to do it, but their Messiah is not going to come. And the whole world will be destroyed.
I so agree, man. I so agree with that. Like, nothing is going to happen. Like, every single time they do a prophecy, does it ever work? It hasn't for the past 2,000 years.
Yeah.
They've always been predicting this.
Yeah. I've been noticing, like, after every 2 years, they give a date that on this day, Jesus will return.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah, Beck, you're right.
Return. Yeah,
Beck, that's his name. Yeah, you just said apocalypse and prophecy, and I thought it'd be good to hear from him. He's cool. He says bro a lot. He's like bro. He grew up in New York, I think. And he at least is out there. Like, he goes, apparently, I'd like to see this clip. I haven't seen it yet, but he goes and confronts people like Jake Lang.
Yeah, it was hilarious, right? The Jake Lang one.
I haven't seen that one.
No, he printed out the poster of Jake Lang kissing the wall.
Oh, that's him? Beck did that?
Yeah, it was him with the hand on. Yeah.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, here he's on Danny Jones' podcast. It's a great podcast. It's a great clip. I don't think we have to play all of it.
It's very painful. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I never want to talk about these things, but I know where it all goes, bro. It goes to Armageddon. It goes to a war that's going to make World War III look like a joke. It goes to the annihilation of the majority of this world. It goes to, I believe it's going to go down that path. Mm-hmm. We're not going to be the superpower anymore. There's something also known as Gog and Magog. It's in the Old Testament.
Oh, yeah.
In the Quran, it's called Yajuj and Majuj, a very evil people that take over the entire earth, and they create chaos. And only Christ defeats them in the end with the power of God.
Where are you going if America falls?
I don't think we survive, brother.
What?
I think red flashes. I don't think we make it out of this. There's no mentioning of this place anywhere in the scriptures, bro. Yet how many signs the Prophet Muhammad gave that came true? He said, soon the shepherds of our people, the Arabs, they're in the middle of the desert, nothing there, will compete with one another to make buildings that touch the sky. And when one builds one, the other will say, I'll make one even bigger. We're all the greatest skyscrapers in the world. These are his words, Danny Jones. You tell me how an illiterate Arab in pre-ancient Arabia, okay, illiterate, could have known that specifically.
Huh.
He said that men will marry men.
Wait, what's the answer? Is it Dubai or New York?
It's Dubai, bro.
It's Dubai, yeah, that's what I thought.
And Mecca, Saudi Arabia, they're building massive towers. They're going back and forth. Qatar, Dubai. Okay, they're building the biggest structures on earth in the same exact place that he said it would happen. How did he know?
I mean, that could be self-fulfilling prophecy too. Like our subconscious is very suggestible. So if it was in there,
No.
I mean, it is crazy though that they actually had the money and the infrastructure to do it anyway.
No, because there is a big difference. Because when he said the shepherds, he specifically talked about Bedouins, shoeless Bedouins. He said, these shoeless Bedouins will build that. By the way, you don't understand how they're like, Native America, not Native American, Native African, the tribal people, they are like those Bedouins. They couldn't even wear shoes in the desert. They were that stupid. And prophesying about specifically those Bedouins who end up doing this, which are like the king of UAE.
Those tribes.
They're specific those people. So this was a very specific thing. I don't think it was self-fulfilling. And by the way, until 1970s, this prophecy was a joke. Nobody thought that could even happen. And suddenly you can see that everywhere. So there was like this prophecy is very. Okay, I'm
gonna throw this out there. So what if it's also because they couldn't have done this without the banks and financing and stuff like that, right? Now, what helped it obviously is the oil. Without the oil, they wouldn't have had. Yeah. So what if it's the bankers because they know scripture and they know everyone's scripture, right? The guys who are running the planet. What if they, sit and start financing them to build these towers just to fulfill prophecy? You know what I mean? And it's a conspiracy, of course, and it's out there.
Yeah, but this is very strange that these Bedouins came in power at the first place, who were just the nomad people.
If this is really happening, dude, this is Armageddon, then it's really bad. You're talking about 2/3 of humanity.
This was not the major sign, by the way. This is the problem. So that was one of the last of the minor signs. Okay. So it could means this could happen, like Armageddon could happen after 2,000 years from there. It is end times, but it doesn't mean like it's gonna happen at that point. Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's immediate.
Yeah. Okay. So the major signs are different. Well, one of them is like the radiation or like a big smoke will rise from
smoke.
Yemen.
That. Yeah. Something about the sun, right? It rises from the east.
The sun rises from the east. Yeah. No, from the west because it's usually rise from the east.
Yeah. Sorry from the west. I think he doesn't talk about that one here, but
how do you know if he wasn't?
Well, maybe the people that are building those towers are reading the Quran, trying to fulfill a prophecy.
Danny Jones, there's a lot of prophecies. One of them was the time will come where people will place musical instruments on their ears, and they will dance into the night. How did he know? He described headphones, bro, towards the end of time.
That's pretty wild if that's true.
All of the minor signs, and I invite the audience, study the end of time signs in the religion of Islam. All the minor ones have happened. There's only the big ones left. And what are the big ones? The Great War, the appearance of the Antichrist, the return of Jesus Christ, peace and blessings be upon him. When the great signs start, it is too late to become a believer in God because you didn't believe without the signs. So my message to the Christian audience is we both believe Christ will be king when he returns to the earth. We both believe in one that will claim to be him and to deceive humanity and lead them into the fires of hell. He will be a man that only has one eye. Why is it that all the elite use that symbol, Danny? How did the Prophet Muhammad know? Because he's the only one that ever said it. I will give you a sign of the Antichrist that no other prophet has given his nation, that he will have one eye. But God does not have one eye. That was the one description that the Prophet Muhammad gave to all of humanity. So all of you that are watching that don't believe in God and don't believe in religion.
It's in our logo, the eye. That's on top of the pyramid, the one eye. Yeah, I mean that's the Antichrist in the occult at least.
Also, there's one more sign of Antichrist that he have Kafir tattooed on him.
Like Hexeth has on
like
him.
Hexeth. This is very weird, right? Like Hexeth have that, but I'm pretty sure Antichrist is not Hexeth. Hexeth is stupid. Yeah, but I think that will start a trend that people start doing that, and then you can't recognize Antichrist because the prophecies people will see it, but they won't even care about it.
We're already at that point. It's the apathy that they drove us here.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see what else he says.
And don't believe in faith and don't believe in end times prophecy. The closest to the Muslim is the Christian. I say to you, if you survive what's coming next, if you survive, if a man comes that starts doing miracles, which I think he will use AI with.
Yep, 100%.
That's the weapon of the Antichrist. What did the Prophet Muhammad say? He will have one eye. How many eyes did he have? He only had a eye. He only had one eye.
Yeah.
He's building Skynet over our heads, bro. And we're cheering him on. Yeah. Skynet, bro. Starlink over our heads, bro. There will be nowhere to escape. Crypto takes over. Dollars on its way out. All fiat currency. That's why America has to fall. This is a global agenda.
It's the final act.
They need America. America was the hitman to set up the board for globalism. Mm-hmm. And now what does the mafia do? Once they take out everyone, they got to take out the hitman. We were too busy enjoying our beers and bitches and football while they were building this system, and our rights were being taken away from us as Americans and people of the West. And the UK is horrible right now. Australia is horrible right now. They can't even speak certain things.
It's crazy.
They get arrested.
It's insane.
So I ask you as a Westerner, and I as a Muslim who lives in the West, I love this nation. I could go live in those countries. I don't want to live there. I want to live in America. I like being next to non-Muslims and people of different cultures and religion. There's been nothing like this on the face of the planet. So we're losing our freedoms. We're losing our rights. So our time is running out because now the globalists, they don't need us anymore. And they want to wipe us out because now our freedom, Danny Jones, is standing in the way of their master plan.
Oh, see, he's saying everything right, dude. I agree with him so much.
Yeah,
he's right. They need to take this out, and Trump is helping them do it. This administration is, helping them do it.
Yeah. By the way, regarding Antichrist, there are a few more things that a lot of Muslims will fall for his scam. That they will start following him. So I think he will first pretend to be Mahdi, which is like one of the
Shia one.
Right? No. Mahdi is both Shia Sunni.
Oh, okay.
The description is a little bit different, but Mahdi is same in both.
So when does he show up? He shows up after the Great War, I thought. Right? No. Okay.
He will show up before. So the Mahdi is really important character. So Sunni and Shia both believe in that. It's just like it's on the identity who is going to be. That's the difference. But once he is up here, it's the same story for both. So we'll take it from there. So he will come in Mecca. He will free Mecca from these kings. This is these kingdoms. First, he will only have 313 people in his group. Then the army will go up to 10,000. Some say 30,000. So only 30,000 people. Most of them will be following Antichrist, Muslims. And
I'm sure people like Al Qaeda and ISIS are going to follow.
Yeah, even all the Arabs, man, they are already submitted to them. But then the army from Sham, which is like Syria, Palestine, Israel, all that area.
Hezbollah.
No, Hezbollah is like they are the believers of. Mahdi is like their main figure, right? But the army who will come to fight Mahdi will be from Sham. So it could be. So and that army from Jolani, mainly Syria, and then the name is given to the king of Syria is like Sufyani, which is the opposite of. So if you go and read about Shia and Sunni, the main difference was like the battles between Imam Ali and then Sufyanis, Abu Sufyan and his children.
Okay.
And Ali and his children.
Yeah.
So these are the big difference. So the descriptor was given to them. It was like Sufyani. And in Syria, they have a Masjid Abu, like Banu Umayya as well. They call Banu Umayya. Anyway, they will come to fight Mahdi, and in the desert, the desert will eat them. Like the earth will open and they will be sunk in that desert, that army. And then everyone in the world, all the Muslims realize, no, this is the real Mahdi.
Well, we should look out for that. So wait, this happens before the Great War?
During the Great War, yeah.
During the Great War. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about the Great War means nukes, really. If you look
Yeah,
at
no.
prophecy-
After the Great War, that one. Okay. If you
Oh,
mean,
so it's after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
By
after
the-
2/3 of humanity is gone.
Yeah, after they are gone.
Oh,
They go
man.
and take over Syria first. They're gonna free Syria, and in the Syria there is like this mosque which is called White Minaret Mosque.
What is it called?
White Minaret Mosque.
Okay.
It's not. It's like the description in the Hadith. It's not the real. People don't know, but you know the minarets on the mosque,
Yeah.
the towers.
Yeah.
The description is like the mosque will have the white minarets.
Oh, interesting. So there's
Okay.
one in Syria.
So this is the very important part. So Mahdi will go free Syria on the White Minaret Mosque. They will get ready to pray. And this is where Jesus will return. And Jesus and Mahdi will join. And after the prayer, they go to Jerusalem, fight Antichrist, kill Antichrist. And
then long live humanity, peaceful humanity, right?
Yeah. 1,000 years of peace.
Just
that'd be nice.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? The cynical part of me is like, man, what if the whole thing is just a psyop and no one's going to save us and they're just going to win and take it all over? I hope that's not true.
That's not true. If there is evil, there is good, and good always win in the end. It takes long, but they win. But this is the main important part. So yeah, Mahdi is the main figure, and I think the first Antichrist who's gonna come, he will pretend to be Mahdi.
So they're going to try and fake the Mahdi, but see,
they're gonna try to fake the Mahdi. They already tried it before in 1980s.
You kidding me? Where was that? Was that in Iran or
No, in Mecca. So I think the group was Iranian. They went in there. With the guns, they took over the whole the holy mosque. The Kaaba.
Mm-hmm.
They took over the whole mosque. The problem is like there is a command from God. You cannot spill blood in that holy mosque.
Mm-hmm.
So army couldn't kill them because if you shoot them, you will spill the blood. So they were stuck in this problem. And Saudis did not have the army at that time.
Right.
And US army was there, but US army cannot go there, right? Because they are not Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
In Mecca, only a Muslim can enter. So they asked for the help from Pakistan. This is where Pakistan signed the actual deal to protect Mecca and Medina.
Oh.
So they went in there. The Pakistanis are like smartest assholes, to be honest, and they're very evil, to be honest. So what they did, the mosque was under control. So what they did is flooded the whole mosque. They put the water in there because they got to spill blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they electrified them.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, you're kidding me.
Yeah. So no blood was spilled. Well, that was like a stupid thing to do because still you kill the people, but that's how you got rid of them.
Pretty smart without spilling blood.
Yeah. But yeah, they tried to fake the Mahdi, and a lot of people start believing, Mahdi came in, but that was just like some asshole.
All right, so we should all look out for that then in the next who knows.
But now they are very smart, so they can fake a Mahdi. Especially Saudis I recently saw some Saudis who were posting that Mahdi is going to be Saudi. This is not true.
But if he's in Medina or Mecca, isn't he?
No. First
Saudi?
of all, it never said it's going to be from Medina.
Oh.
It says he will go from Medina to Mecca. So it could be visiting Medina, right? Or he will any reason. Secondly, the most important thing for Mahdi is that he has to be from the bloodline of Prophet Muhammad. So these aren't.
So like a Hashemite.
Yeah, not even a Hashemite. Not even a Hashemite.
Say that they are.
No. Not even a proper Hashemite. Because Hashemite is like a whole clan of Prophet Muhammad, right? His uncles and their children are part of Hashemite too. It has to be from the lineage of his daughter Fatima.
Gotcha. Do we even know who that could be, or?
Well, there are millions of Sayyidis out there. So Shias already know who it is, but Sunnis it could be anyone.
So the Iranians already know who it is.
No, like
No,
the big difference in Shias and Sunnis, like Shias have 12 Imams.
Mm-hmm.
The last one of them is Mahdi, and he was born 1,000 years ago, like Jesus, and God took him up
Interesting. So
because
think
they
he's
were
still
trying
alive
to
then.
kill him, and he was for the end of time. So God took him up, like he took Jesus, and he will send Mahdi first, and then Jesus will come.
I mean, maybe through Atlas and these probes just come here to watch the greatest entertainment entertainment thing of the century in the solar system.
Yeah. So this is the difference with Shia Sunni. So Shias knows is that Mahdi, who was born and who was taken up, like we know that Jesus was born. With Sunni, it could be any Sayyid, but it has to be from the bloodline, because the Hadith is he's going to be the 12th son, like he's going to be the 12th caliph, but he is going to be from my lineage.
So I mean, my question is,
So
if
if Saudi come out or any other come out, like the fake Mahdis, a lot of them come out.
Yeah,
but they are not Sayyids, so nobody care about them.
So the Saudis would probably be looking for him too. I mean, what's crazy is like here, they caught this patch on the Israelis, and it's the Moshiach, their Moshiach flag. So if the Saudis and the Qataris and all these Gulf countries know about this, and the IDF is the army of Dajjal, Antichrist, then why are they fighting with him? It's like
the Saudis are stupid. You don't know how stupid they are. It's just they have money, that's why they rule, but they are really stupid. They don't see it. Anybody can see what's happening outside Saudi, right? They are being manipulated. They will be destroyed by Israel, but they don't see it. They still think US is there to protect them. No, US gonna destroy you. But they are stupid. He literally said, Trump day before yesterday, that he is kissing my ass. MBS is kissing my ass. And then it's still like, what are you gonna do? Like, man, still you don't understand what's actually happening.
And he also said, like, it's our money. He said the Saudi money is our money.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez. So they'll just take it. They'll take over those oil fees. They'll take over.
To be honest, by attacking these GCC countries, Iran is trying to save them, and they don't understand it. If they get rid of these US bases, GCC will be very safe place. But as long as these kind of bases are there, US is present over there, they are not safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and they've gotten rid of all the bases in the region, and they're getting rid of Israel. Yeah. So I mean, I still don't. Even if Iran is able to do this, right? This empire is not going to let them. I mean, they'll do everything, even to try and nuke the whole thing. I don't know, or just nuke the entire planet. They'll do anything for them not to win. Like, just take it all out.
Yeah,
is what it seems like it's headed.
Yeah, but Iran is like the most important player in the end times. Basically, not Iran as a country, but that region.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I remember I told you there will be 30,000 Arabs who will join Mahdi.
Yeah.
But the biggest army will come from this region, Khorasan.
Yes, I asked you about that before. That that's Hadith.
With the black flags, they will meet Mahdi,
and that's why they created ISIS to fake that because they tricked Muslims that is the black flag that you're supposed to join, and that's why all these people, right, all these Muslims from England and all over the world started joining ISIS.
Nobody bought it, to be honest. In the Muslim world, forget about England. English people are stupid, like English Muslims. They are dumbass. But in Muslim world, not one person fall for that ISIS crap. They knew from the very first day that this is the IAO.
Yeah.
Also with black flags, I tell you, then again Shia Sunni comes in, because black flag is the symbol of Shias. Sunnis consider that haram anyway. During the Muharram, the black flag is the Shia symbol. Like that's their flag.
Sunnis so a Sunni would not. So a Sunni would not use that black flag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the symbol of like Shia for like 1,000 years since Karbala. You know the Karbala event?
Yeah, in Karbala.
Yeah. The very Imam there, Hussein, was martyred.
He was murdered, right? While he was praying.
Yeah. Well, it was like more than that, but there was massacre. That was a genocide of the family of Prophet Muhammad.
And that's where the split happened.
Well, split happened before, but that was like the final nail in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, Shia took out this flag that is as a symbol of sorrow that this happened to the family of Prophet Muhammad. And most of the Sunnis don't use the black flag. Yeah, black flag is like a Shia
they're
symbol.
very different. Like the Shia also hurt themselves. Don't they go on these marches and they whip themselves?
Hurting themselves is like there are always fringe group, but it's not like a mainstream Shia. So if there are like 300 million, 400 million Shias, only 10 million of them do that kind of stupid shit.
Yeah. So it's like the Catholics. The Catholics have something similar where they hurt themselves. Yeah, they're a very small sect.
Yeah. So it's she has like a big number, 400 million. Very few of them, mostly in India, Pakistan, and Iraq, and that's like a very small minority who does that, and it is prohibited by Khamenei, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Khamenei was the one who prohibited that. Then the Sistani from Iraq also prohibited.
I think they put another Khomeini in just to spite the U.S. that you killed a Khomeini, and now you got another one.
There was 0% chance that his son could have taken over that place,
right?
Because this was against the doctrine of the whole Islamic Shia Islamic ideology. Not with the not with the imams. Imams is a different story, but these places of Maraje where they have like a spiritual leader, it has to be the most important person who has done most sacrifices and most work towards that place, not the biological son. That's not how it works. So if you see like 400-year history of like all the Ayatollahs, none of them was replaced by their son. This is the first time it happened, but he qualified for that because he sacrificed the most, because he sacrificed his father, his mother, his wife, his son.
Crazy, man. They took out everyone.
Yeah.
They took out everyone.
So, just because of that, he became the most worthy candidate. Otherwise, he was like the last person to take over that power.
Right. It was never the plan.
Yeah. Even Khamenei said that, I'm against my son to be in the council.
I mean, they were talking about today the legislator in Iran wants to get out of the nuclear proliferation agreement, the NPA. Which
that's already done. They are not going to sign that.
Man, they have nukes for sure. Maybe they haven't put them together, but I think they can put them together pretty quickly.
I think they should do it because then it might give them deterrence to stop the war. Otherwise, I don't see it ending, and I see it like turning into Armageddon.
Man, I don't know if it's going to stop the war. I think they want that. It's like they want the whole region to be, nuked. Yeah, how else are 2/3 of humanity going to be gone?
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Right, and these people are just hell bent on prophecy, and they're protected. They have these underground cities. We don't. I don't think they care. I really don't think they care, man.
Yeah. It's also regarding the back clip, he said that America and this North America and South America will be gone because it's not in the
not in the scripture, he said.
I don't think that's exactly true. I think they will be cut off from the world because there won't be oil to travel. But just because it's not mentioned in the hadith, that doesn't mean it will be destroyed.
I agree. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah. Also, Europe is also not mentioned. That doesn't mean Europe will be destroyed too, right?
Oh, it's not mentioned at all?
Like, England is not mentioned. Maybe Spain and those areas are, but England, nobody cared about Britain.
I saw something though about some hadith about the Antichrist that they think it was the island that he was on was England.
No, that's a super assumption, man. That's not the hadith. The guy, because there is an island mentioned in that, and then this guy, some other guy who interpreted it as British because at that time British was in the power. This is what people do. They see what's happening around them and they just
of course yeah and you try
for example like they think US is like Antichrist, like the US dollar. There was a whole thing going on. There's a system of America that is Antichrist. I think Antichrist is a person.
Yeah,
and then they think Gog and Magog are like Russian or Chinese or something.
That's the Christian version, or the evangelicals. They say that Russia and Iran are Gog and Magog. They're going to go against Israel in the end times, and God will come and destroy them.
I don't think so. I think Gog and Magog are aliens. That's my opinion.
Bad aliens, not good ones.
They are bad aliens, yeah. And the reason for it, because there are multiple hadiths regarding them. One of the hadiths about Gog and Magog is like their ears are so big that they sleep on their ears. So they use the story is like the hadith is they use one ear as a bed and other as a cover, and they sleep like that.
What?
Yeah, so that doesn't. Yeah,
I don't think that's literal though. That's probably not literal.
Yeah, that's a weak hadith, very weak hadith. Yeah, but no, but in Quran also Gog and Magog, the people who were being attacked by Gog and Magog who were mentioned, they said that in the day they used to be really hot that they go in the water. Inside the water.
In Palestine. Yeah, I forget what river.
No,
the lake in Palestine, right?
No, I don't believe on Earth any human can go in the water and live all day in the water. That's not human behavior. Why they don't?
No, definitely not. No, I'm saying it was in one of the lakes or rivers. No, definitely a lake in Palestine. I'm forgetting the name now.
No, but yeah, but that's just the assumption. The Quran was not.
No, it said the name of the. Why can't I remember that city now? Oh my God! It named it. Oh, Tiberias. Tiberias Lake says that it dries up. They dry it up. Gog and Magog dry it up or something.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, Tigris River.
Is it that one? Maybe.
Yeah, they will dry it. But the whole story in the Quran is like because the heat of the sun is so harsh that they have to go inside the water. Humans don't do like that. They always go inside their home.
And we have UFOs. We have UFOs underwater and coming out of the water.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bases.
Yeah. No, but that was specific about people around that area who were being attacked by the Gog and Magog. And then this guy, Zulkarnain, he went in and he built a wall.
Oh, this is back in the day, you mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about the way Quran described those people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day. So it's not even a wall. He built a barrier. That's a bad translation. He built a barrier. A barrier could be, and then also it said like he used copper and stuff to build a coil or something to kill electromagnetic.
I remember writing an article about this a long time ago on when I had the blog going, and I came to the same conclusions, through secular sources, because I was looking at the Caucasus Mountains, like who are these tribes, and then it turned out that it was in the Quran as well, even though there was secular sources that were also saying the same thing. That these people, where they come from, it's basically the Ashkenazis.
Yeah,
is where the research went.
Yeah, I don't think they are humans. But, if I will suggest everyone to read one chapter of Quran. You don't have to read the whole book. There's a chapter called the chapter of cave, Surah Kahf. Read the whole thing. So the three things are discussed on there. All three of them are out of this world. One is like the people of the cave who slept for 300 years.
Time trial, yeah.
The other one is Zulkarnain, this guy who went to those places. He went to some crazy places where sun was being.
Yeah, they think he was Alexander, maybe, right?
No, that's really stupid.
But probably not. Yeah,
no. People thought that. Majority of the Muslims think that Zulkarnain is Alexander, but I think that's just stupid. Alexander is nothing. Yeah, Alexander is not Zulkarnain. Zulkarnain is a whole different.
Yeah, I think it's just people trying to,
relate because they thought because Zulkarnain was great and they thought Alexander was great, so they mixed it up. And the third person who's been traveling in time in the chapter, his name is Khidr.
Oh yes, okay, I know, but I know that because the Alawites, the Druze or the Alawites, one of them really, that's who they focus on. They focus on Khidr.
I think Druze. They're the Druze, not Alawites. Alawites, nobody knows what their religion is. They're very secretive, but Druze we know.
And the Sufis as well. The Sufis focus on Khidr as well.
Everybody, because he's a main figure in the Quran, right?
Yeah, and he's mystical. He's
mystical, but he also travel in time, and he's also immortal. He's like from the time of Nuh, because he's one of those survivors.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we always learn something new with you.
Yep. I'm learning a lot right now.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows how this discussion has been going on for so long, and here we are, at a time where it's just coming to the mainstream.
One thing I will say regarding Khizr and Zulkarnain, I think that was the story of Gilgamesh. I think Gilgamesh. is Zulkarnain, because there is a lot of like.
Oh yeah, doesn't he go to the gods or something?
Exactly.
He spies on the gods, right?
No. Zulkarnain himself, like
No, not Zulkarnain. Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh goes and spies on the gods or something. He goes and he comes back and tells the people about how the gods live. Right? Some story of Gilgamesh.
No. That's a different story. Gilgamesh's story is recently rediscovered. So it was hidden, but then they were excavating Babylon, and they found this tablet, Epic of Gilgamesh. The story is of him trying to find fountain of youth, basically trying to find immortality cure, and then he found this guy named Atnafistim, who was the immortal, who was the survivor of the Great Flood. They went on the journey. He ended up not finding it.
Oh, was the journey of immortality? Yeah, I thought that he went to where the gods were to find that immortality.
Yeah, so this is a story very similar to Zulkarnain and Khizr, because Zulkarnain wanted to find the immortality cure, but he was unable to.
That's good. Yeah.
So there is a good parallel, but the Epic of Gilgamesh was found like 60 years ago, like 100 years ago or something. These legends of Zulkarnain and Khizr working together to find immortality goes 1,000 years in Islamic tradition.
Right, yeah. So, and that was, I mean, Gilgamesh is the Sumerian tablets. That's where they found them.
Sumerian.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Sumerian tablets are you can see even like the Bible borrowed a lot from the Sumerian tablets. I mean, the story of Noah is in there as well, and it predates the Bible.
Oh, yeah. They are like 4,000 BC, so 6,000 years.
Yeah. All right, so just quickly,
they're before the timeline of the Adam in Bible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course, because they even talk about it though. They talk about Adam. The
Christian timeline is like 6,000 years old, right?
No, but they talk about the Adamu, which is the Adam.
Yeah, they do talk about Adam. Yeah, exactly. So they go beyond that.
Yeah, and we can talk about this forever. But
exactly.
These hackers in Iran are amazing, man. They hacked Lockheed Martin in Israel.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Are your eyes ready to see the truth that has remained hidden until now? In a world where technology and power are intertwined, a company whose name is synonymous with military advancements is on the verge of revealing secrets that could change the balance of power. In the dark night and silence where only the sound of the wind is heard, a new face of power is slowly emerging. Is Lockheed Martin, the unrivaled giant of the military industry, ready to unveil its true face? This is so dramatic. Those who move in the shadows will soon see the light. The secrets hidden behind the curtains of smoke and mirrors are now ready to be revealed. Those who seek the truth will soon face reality that they have only seen in their nightmares. The manufacturer of the F-35, F-22, and THAAD.
Yes, and they got to them. They sent me.
But yeah,
they sent them. They found the guy. Here they are, Americans working for Lockheed Martin in Israel.
Wow.
They found their passports. They have their numbers, their addresses.
Is amazing, man. This Hindala hacking group. They are the one who are hacking everything.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to hack like our infrastructure here.
Yeah.
Lockheed Martin given 48 hours to respond.
Yeah, they gave him 40 hours to respond, basically to leave Israel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lockheed Martin employees given 48 hours to respond. A tight deadline looms. We, the Handala hack, have today initiated a new phase of Operation Lockheed Martin. I mean, I thought they were going to release like tech stuff, but they haven't yet. We now possess the complete data of 28 senior American engineers based in the occupied territories and involved in military projects, including names, identification numbers, passports, places of residence, and service bases. All of this information has been leaked. These engineers, who have worked for years in key technical roles for the occupiers' military, were engaged in critical projects such as the maintenance of F-35 and F-22 fighter jets and the THAAD. The veil of technical secrecy has now been lifted.
Yeah. No, they are releasing crazy stuff. Did you see that they released Cash Patel's X videos account?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
I did.
It was so hilarious. Why did you create the X videos account, man? Like seriously,
Such an idiot, dude. He's
and from your main email.
Yeah,
such a gooner. Actually, where is he? You sent me that, Topher, and here it is. Did you see the one with him dancing to Bollywood music?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's not him.
Yeah, he's got an
the dancing one.
account.
This is real, but I'm actually gonna send you just gonna send you something on
Okay.
the group.
But
These people,
and he had a Telegram account. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just can't believe these are the people we have in charge, you know.
I mean, they have to be easily controlled.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know, and some of these guys, sex does it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's blackmail. He probably doesn't care.
I'm sure he cares. I wouldn't want everyone seeing. I mean, I don't have any kind of porn account. That's a little too far for me, but I still wouldn't want people to see, you know, what websites and what stuff I'm looking up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, I sent you the actual screenshot from his account. Spider Cash.
Spider Cash, as in it's like spider webs, like spider webs. That's disgusting.
Oh my god!
And he created it on 6th of January 2020.
Unbelievable, these people.
Yeah. You know how horny you have to be to make an X video.
Seriously.
With his name.
Oh my god.
So
well, what's weird is I was gonna say he's got one subscriber.
Probably his girlfriend.
Oh god.
I mean, can't they see his history too? I don't want to do that, but that'll be hilarious.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they were able to pull that up.
I think I don't know, man. I don't go, but I just found this screenshot over there, right? But it's so insane that you are the director of FBI, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They're all either pedos, but they're all degenerates for sure.
Yeah, but technically it's not a crime. It's just hilarious. I won't even say it's even. Maybe embarrassing, but it's much better than being a pedo, right?
True.
That's true.
Yeah. He's just a hornball.
It's just weird. You know, it's really weird.
January 6th, that's what he was busy doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, while everybody was worried about COVID, he was creating an account on X videos for some reason. Not even Pornhub. X videos.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like not a big one or something, right?
No, he probably have the account on those because like why? Usually you go to Pornhub first, right? Before you go X videos. So.
Yeah, before you start exploring
it shows he's desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, or has a problem for
That's
sure.
why they easily honey trapped him.
I agree.
And you know what I'm saying, right? I don't want to explore that idea. Don't want to get sued from his girlfriend.
Yeah, she's going after everyone too now, saying that Candace and Megyn Kelly and Tucker, they're all financed by some foreign nation. I think did she say what it was? Qatar or Turkey? I know they're going after Turkey now.
Turkey is a poor country. Like it's not like that kind of a rich country. Qatar was, you could believe Qatar, like they were funding, but not Turkey. They are also having some serious financial problem themselves. They're not going to waste money.
I'm sure everyone is, yeah. So I mean, this clip is a former MI6, and he basically agrees with us that Iran has the upper hand here, and it's not easy for an MI6 guy to say it.
Yeah.
Who has the upper hand right now?
Iran. I regret having come to this conclusion because, like many MI6 officers of my generation, we've faced the violence and brutality of the IRGC for most of our careers.
That's the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps.
Yeah. So there is no love lost between us. And I shed no tears for Ali Khamenei, who was killed at the beginning of this war. But the reality is the US underestimated the task. And I think, as of about 2 weeks ago, lost the initiative to Iran. In practice, the Iranian regime has been more resilient than I think anyone would have expected. They took some good decisions, actually, as early as last June about dispersing their military capability and delegating the authority for the use of those weapons, which has given them significant extra resilience against this incredibly powerful air campaign. They have embarked on what's technically called horizontal escalation, i.e. firing rockets at anybody within range, which at the time, honestly, Shawshank, I thought was nuts, but in fact has been a very good way of putting in direct price on the US. Sort of worked. And then they've understood the significance of the energy war and held the Straits at threat and globalized and essentially not internationalized, just globalized the conflict in a way that gives them some weapons. So, they've played a weak hand pretty well. My second point is that Donald Trump has said some stuff that will have confirmed something they knew already, which is that they're in a civilizational war in their terms. They're in a war of existence. Donald Trump made it very clear that he wanted to see them up against the wall, basically, whereas America has embarked on a war of choice. And in those terms, I think that's imbued them with more staying power than their US and certainly US counterparts. And they know that now. And I think that really is giving them the whip hand.
So, I mean, and Nick would probably say more to this, and you'd probably know, Sid, is like they are now charging ships to move across the strait with yuan, not US dollars, right? Yeah. Which is the direct hit to the petrodollar.
Yeah, no, there is more than that. So they are saying you have to pay for the whole shipment in yuan, not just that. So you can't, if you buy the oil in US dollar, you cannot cross. So you have to pay in yuan. Yeah.
So not just the fee, the actual oil has to be.
Actual oil, yeah.
Damn, man. This is not going to go well.
Nope. It's already not.
Yeah. But it's just going to get worse and worse. Like, we've seen prices here that already jumped by 20-30%. Everything has jumped.
Yeah. Right, because the markets are closed, but I think this week we will see $150.
How much?
150.
150.
Closer to that. It doesn't have to be exact. It could be 140, but we'll see a big jump here.
Yeah,
because people are tired of Trump's lies. They know that Trump is lying. Everything is totally different. So I don't think market's gonna buy it.
Dude, the guy's lost it, man. He's like hitting on the Fox News anchor, calling her sexy, when she's talking about something really serious. He's talking about pens and Venezuela making a statue of himself. It's just, what the hell is the guy doing? What is
By the way, I just want to say where everything went wrong and what they should have done to change the regime in Iran. Let me tell you, if they have done nothing, not mess with Iran, regime would have collapsed because everyone in Iran was against it. And I don't think there would have been the next supreme leader. They would have split the power into three things. One is religious authority, one is political, and one is like the journalist stuff. So, but then by assassinating him in his home with his family, you have made him the legend. Everybody loves him now. He have become one of the greatest figure from Iran, more bigger than Rustam. Rustam was one of their greatest fighter, like the legend from ancient times. Ali Khamenei have become that one. He will be praised forever for history.
The Israelis must have known.
No, they didn't. They are stupid.
No,
they didn't. None of them realized that. Only very few, even the Muslim world, none of them realize that what effect they will have by killing him. And basically, because of Shias revere martyrdom because of Hussein. So by killing him in Ramadan, you have turned everything upside down.
Oh yeah, Ramadan too.
Yeah, Ramadan, one of the important days, one of the important figure.
Yeah,
and this thing will just strengthen regime forever. And Iran is going to be ruled by IRGC for at least next 100 years. At least.
Yeah.
His son has become one. Nobody cared about him anyway, but now everybody was because I was looking at the videos from the people in Iran when they heard the news that his name Mustafa Khamenei have become the next supreme leader. Everybody was like cheering and like crying because they were not even expecting them, but by just hearing the word Khamenei,
yeah,
changed their emotions. Everybody loves them. And
I mean, they're out in the streets every single day at night.
Every single day. And yesterday there was like a crazy rainstorm. Nobody goes out, but everybody was still out in the street supporting Khamenei. This thing had an opposite reaction, and then they just strengthened the.
And Israel, I mean, everyone's leaving. They're going to Cyprus. They're going to Greece. And is not going to be anyone left. And Hezbollah is coming in from the north.
I think what's going to happen, Hezbollah will enter from the north, and I think Hamas is getting ready again. They will come from Gaza. And Iran will keep bombing them. They will literally take over the.
Imagine we send U.S. troops to Israel now.
They are busy. They're stuck in Middle East. They're not going out. Do you remember what happened to Gerald Ford?
The fake laundry fire.
Laundry fire got a decommission for 1 year. That's insane.
I know. Fucking bullshit.
They were hit by Iranian ship.
Even Trump said it by accident, I guess. He said that they had missiles shot at them.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that.
Look, nobody won't believe that. Like, you got 2 people killed with a laundry fire, and the ship is decommissioned. No, there was a clear hit.
And now we're sending the George W. Bush, USS George W. Bush.
They won't even. I'll tell you, they won't even able to cross Red Sea because Yemen has entered the war. And they said they will not allow it.
So tomorrow is gonna be hectic.
Yep. Yeah. What a shit show.
Or do they only do this stuff on the weekends?
No, I think if they're gonna do a land invasion now, it's have to be next weekend. Because I don't think they are stupid enough to try it during the weekend.
But Iran is going to hit because they gave a deadline tomorrow at 12.
That's Iran.
For the U.S. to say sorry, right, about the universities. And
they will never say sorry, so Iran gonna attack all the universities. I think they should. I think they should wrap up, like not wrap up, but like speed up and step up with their game. Because if they keep doing this symmetric war, I don't think Iran will win. Iran need to attack seriously. Because
I mean, they don't need to have the moral high ground anymore. They were attacked.
Nobody cares. But even if they haven't, nobody gonna believe them, right? They were demonized for 40 years. I don't think anybody cares. So they just do what everyone wants right now. Just take over the command. Just take over the way. Take over Bahrain. Take over Israel and free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Oh yeah, exactly. We can go visit. We can go visit our what do you call it, Topher? Right of return, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. That'd be nice.
This guy, he talks about Palantir, and there's a whistleblower apparently from Palantir saying that they want to take over the federal government.
Oh, he is in danger.
To say could impact the rest of your life. A former Palantir executive blew the whistle yesterday, and what he said was honestly terrifying. He said, and I quote, "It is factually correct that Palantir intends to take over the U.S. government while heavily funding the effort. Many of my ex-colleagues are now installed inside the U.S. government. Our nation is an occupied nation. We basically have a terrorist entity deeply embedding itself into the U.S. government." Every U.S. citizen is now being surveilled by this one company that creates software that does only 2 things: mass surveillance and mass slaughter. Yes, I can prove it. Palantir is the largest surveillance, weapons, and software company on the planet, netting just under $400 billion, and it was founded in 2004 by Alex Karp and Peter Thiel. But as soon as this company was founded, it was dumped into by the CIA, millions of dollars. Now, this is a massive red flag because typically when governments do mass surveillance on citizens, they need to do large court hearings, oversight, have public records of this. But if it's a private company partnering with the government behind closed doors, they don't have to do any of that. They can just secretly hush, collect all the data, do whatever they want, and they can label it as a trade secret. This is exactly why hundreds of billions of dollars are funneled into private security companies. It's not just for war, it's for control. Now, what does this $100 billion software actually look like and do? Well, this is it right here. This is a real picture of their software. Gotham, which is used to aggregate large surveillance lists to create kill lists, literally to gather data and create lists of people to kill. They also have a software called Mosaic, which is designed to scrape all of the information possible off of people from social media and the internet to gather data to then also what? What do you think? Go kill them. Their software was also used to create death robots that were used in the war in Israel to instantly kill people. Does this sound like a sci-fi movie, or is this one of the most evil and devious companies ever created?
Yeah, I mean, they used it in Gaza. That's how they killed all those targets. It was the same way, and it was all autonomous, using autonomous drones, and that could be coming here to this country, especially once we are really in the war and you have people who are dissidents who are against it.
Right. I'd be shocked if it wasn't already being used that way to track people that they don't like.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely on the list for sure.
Right.
Even though we love this country, we love the history of this country, the Constitution. But no, you have to be for Israel and Israel only.
Also, did you see Melania walking with a robot?
Yes, with the robot. I did see that.
Yeah, that was like, what the hell? How did it? I think that was like a subliminal message that they are coming and get ready. Because that was very weird.
It was.
Imagine that'll be the Antichrist. That's how they bring him into the world through a.
That's a very weak Antichrist, to be honest. I can punch him and destroy that robot.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. I don't believe, that Back was saying AI, one eye. No, I don't.